Okay. I have thought about trying to script this how I feel, and that ends up with me writing a lot of F-bombs, and I don't want to write too many F-bombs. As somebody who, golly, this whole mess is so screwed up. This is all screwed up. I have a DSD, and I was assigned female at birth. I actually was supposed to come out with some very weird genitalia. Unfortunately, or fortunately, however you want to look at it, my mom did a buttload of drugs during her pregnancy. I didn't really, and when I say drugs, I mean doctors had her on a bunch of stuff. I didn't develop quite right, which led to my gonads looking completely ridiculous. I have seen pictures of my gonads. They don't look right. They look, and I have to find the third one because the third one's causing me a lot of issues. But that's neither here nor there. Due to the presence of the third gonad, I went through male puberty. I, which really sucks because I was training to be a competitive power lifter when I was 16, 17 years old, and I realized pretty quickly after I started maxing out weight machines, particularly the leg machines, and that was like after 3 months or so of 3 or 4 months of training, I was already starting to max out some of those machines. And I got the sense immediately that, hey, I probably shouldn't do this. And then shortly after that, I wrecked one of my knees, so. Yeah, so me wrecking my knee probably is responsible for me ending that. But, as somebody who's gone through male puberty, but still retains that identification of female, what the IOC did was dangerous. Dangerous. This was I know full well that I can hurt somebody. I know full well that I have an unfair advantage over most women in powerlifting in my weight division. I know that if I went into the ring against a woman in my weight division, I would have the upper hand. I would be at risk to do. That's what's frustrating, is those two boxers went into this knowing that they could hurt, that they were going to be at risk for hurting a woman who hasn't gone through male puberty. And then seeing how many trans activists are taking this as their win to validate themselves and say that see, you are disregarding a lot of crap. You don't want to hear it. You don't want to. Do none of you realize that these two competitors could have easily done permanent damage to their competitors? No, nobody cares. Nobody. And on the flip side of things, there's these, what are they called? Are they turfs? Yeah, they're TERFs. They're TERFs looking at everybody now with a DSD and saying, y'all are just looking to hurt women and you want to invade our spaces. You're no better than these trans women who invade our spaces and strip in front of us in our locker rooms. No, no. Y'all's locker rooms make me uncomfortable. I don't want to be in any women's space. Y'all make me uncomfortable. If I'm uncomfortable, I'm not gonna go into your space, okay? I'm not gonna compete against a woman who has not gone through, male puberty. I'm not gonna do that. I have more self-respect, and I care more about women than apparently these radical feminists who are standing up and saying, trans people, yeah! Y'all hate women. That's what it boils down to. Y'all hate women so much that y'all hate yourselves. You all hate women and yourselves so much that you all want to see y'all want to see women get demoralized, get completely dominated. You people want to use us intersex folk to push your agenda. Whereas the majority of us intersex folks, we don't hate women. We're trying to live our lives, whether that's we adapt to attempting to be in women's spaces, or we completely have to shed our identity and move on. I'm having to shed my identity as female and move on. It's not working for me. It never worked for me. It is not working. It never worked. I have at least enough self-awareness to say, this isn't right. This isn't, what you did to these people isn't, what you did to those women is not right. You cannot do that. And you people are over here either accusing me of throwing me under the bus, saying you're one of those people who wants to do this to women, or you're over here saying, see, look at this weirdo. Look at this weirdo. They're useful. He's useful until he's not useful, and then we're just tossing him out. That's pretty much that's pretty much been my experience with the LGBT community. Is I'm useful until I say something that goes against what's being preached currently, and then it's, well, you're not a true member. You're not L, you're not G, and you're not B, and you should identify as T because look at what happened to you. I'm not T. I have a genetic condition. I do not identify as trans. Do not use me to validate this stupid idea of transitioning. Most people who are transitioning have BPD. They have no sense of self, and they think that they can find their sense of self by identifying as trans, as the opposite gender, as, what is my cat doing? Whatever. That's not how gender dysphoria works. That's not how an intersex condition works. That's how BPD works, is these people have no sense of self, and they are going out to find their sense of self in all the wrong areas. That's not gender dysphoria. That's you have no sense of self and you've absorbed somebody else's sense of self. And you people, my community is moving away from gender affirming care. That's something that the trans community stole from us. Gender affirming care is not trans language. That is intersex language And it has been grossly abused up until the point where the intersex community is starting to say, stop doing this to our babies. Stop doing this to intersex babies. Wait until the personality develops and then do something. You all are bigots. You all thinking what happened at the Paris 2024 Olympics is this great thing, or you're on the opposite ends of things and you're complaining and throwing us all under the bus. You are not listening to us. You are bigoted. It is honestly shameful for both sides of this coin at this point. It is disgusting. Absolutely shameful what happened there. Absolutely shameful. I've got a lot more, given the fact that I am a individual who went through male puberty. I have a lot more opinions than I'm able to convey right now, because the whole situation has me so pissed off. And now I have to defend myself in my town, my religion, my anybody who knows me, my family. I have to defend myself now and say I'm not like what was displayed for the globe to see. So, I am probably going to record some more stuff and talk more in depth about, shoot, if we want to talk about training, I can easily max out a leg press machine within 2 months, and that's it. I have grown men who won't do leg day with me because the most machoist grown man I know has said he will not do leg day with me because he already knows that I have him beat. And I have the bad knee that is likely to dislocate, and he still won't go up against me. So, I have a lot to say on the situation. I have a lot to say with the backlash that I'm getting. I suddenly have a spotlight on me, and I hate it. Y'all were fine ignoring my existence for so long, and now that, oh, it's appeared at the Olympics again. Like, the IOC hasn't learned yet. This isn't the first time this has happened. Nobody cares. Anyways, this video is going on long. I'm angry now. I'm gonna cool off. I will probably be making another video eventually on this topic, on probably my opinion on how to fix this mess. Nobody's going to do it, but I do have my opinion. So, stick around. I have lots to say on this travesty.